Hello everyone, this is Charles Watson back again with another Watch Talk. And I'm doing this Style Khan style on the on my phone for the first time. I've never shot on my phone before. You guys are gonna have to tell me how it looks, how good it looks, how bad it looks, or whatever. But I wanted to talk about something that I'm not gonna say it bothered me, it made me think. It made me think about who I am and what I do and all those things. But what I want to talk about is being a watch snob or what have you. For one person to be called a watch snob, it's a good thing. Another person will take it as a negative thing. Because before, in the past, we've always called something or someone negatively a snob, but nowadays, because of so much industry calling themselves snobbery or something like a movie snob or a certain car snob, like a Mercedes snob or whatever, German car snob, and even we have like Rolex snobs. And some people take that as like a badge of honor, and some people take that as a slight. And I had to think about it. The definition loosely of a snob is somebody who would not touch certain product, it doesn't matter what. And I had to think, are there watches that I just don't touch? Are there watches that I just can't wrap my head around to actually think about buying anymore? And a lot of times I think it might be watches, because sometimes I feel that way. I think there are watches that I won't ever buy again. Maybe some watches that I've had in the past I wouldn't buy again. I think I feel that way about a lot of watches. I've had, working my way up as a younger man, I had a Guess watch, I had Fossil watch, and I had the infamous Invicta watches. And I don't think I would actually go back to buying any of those watches. Maybe because I feel that I know there's a better product out there, or I don't know. What do you think, Falcon?
Well, see, now when you're using the word snob, you just have to be careful, because needless to say, there's things having a preference versus snobbery. Now, needless to say, if you don't look down upon someone's watch, if you see like the cigar club I'm in, most of the guys in there, I'd say 50% of them own Invictus. I don't look down on their watches. I mean, it's not something I would personally buy myself, but I wouldn't tell them not to buy one either. So to me, that doesn't make you a snob if you don't look down on it. Now, on the other hand, you might have a preference, like Charles said. Like me, I started way back then. I'm an old man at this. But needless to say, I've worked my way up the ladder, but it's also given me a better appreciation for things that are on the lower end of the spectrum. Because when I was working, got married, had the little family, needless to say, I didn't have a lot of cash to buy certain things. And my watch knowledge wasn't that great. And this would be another great idea for a video with Charles here. At one time when I started getting into watches, they used to consider Americans the most uneducated people when it comes to wristwatches. That was always the big thing. We are the most uneducated people. And with that, since I worked my way up the ladder, I educated myself, but I still can have a respect for somebody wearing a Movado. I can still have respect for somebody wearing an Invicta. But I also can have respect for somebody wearing a Patek.
That's a good point. But through life, I mean, we as human beings, we prejudge, we have prejudices, or we have preconceived notions about certain things. I don't know. Again, I don't want to put down anybody for what they choose. But at the same time, there's always not always. There's a certain person. If they act a certain way with that watch, that bothers me. If you're acting a certain way, I think even on both sides, you're acting a certain way with your Invicta, and you're acting a certain way with the Rolex, meaning look at my watch, look what I got, and I got the best thing going. That kind of bothers me too. But at the same time, I do look at certain people like You could have done better than that. But the thing is, my personality, if I ever tell you you're messing up, or if I ever tell you that's not right, I don't ever leave it at that. I always tell you how you can fix it, or how something is better, or why I don't like that watch. I'll tell you why that watch is messed up. I won't ever say your watch is crap and leave it at that. Now, here's your challenge for you. You don't look at certain people a certain way. What about somebody wearing a fake, or a what do you call it, a replica? What about that? What if somebody has a replica?
Now, see, that takes it to a different level.
Oh, okay.
But now, see, the thing is, it all depends. I mean, if you're trying to front and pretend that it is real. Actually, I had my one buddy bought a Rolex when they started making better fakes. He's like, oh, you got a Rolex? I said, let me check it out. He's like, all right. I said, you know this isn't real, man, right? It has an exhibition case back. It's like, Rolex doesn't make exhibition case backs. And the crown wasn't right, but he was trying to pass it off as legitimate. I had to blow him out the water because I don't work as hard as I do to buy the watches I have with someone trying to front to me about something they're claiming to have when it's not real. Just say that it's not. But then there are some people that I know that actually have a lot of money and they buy replicas, and the reason why they buy replicas, they told me, which, you know, they were upfront about it, is because companies overcharge. I mean, these prices have gone out of whack for the last several years. At one time, Rolex was doing like 1 or 2 price increases every single year. You're not getting more for your money.
Well, that's where we come in. That's where we come in. We will always, like almost every video we have, we'll tell you a way to either save money or a good alternative to a certain piece. We'll always do that. So if you are one of those people who don't want to pay those prices, good. Check us out. We might have a watch for you. But to bring us back to what we were talking about a snob, I can say both. I'm not a snob and I am a snob. I guess, I don't know. I guess that makes me a snob or what have you. But all I want to do is make sure that you and I and somebody else is wearing the best possible watch you can have. Now, if you're wearing the best possible watch you can have, I can't say anything about it. But if I know you can do better, I have to say something to you about it. Because I know you can do better. And there's always a better if you're willing to go to that extra mile. This is a subject, this is an argument that can go on for a long time. Thanks for watching. I want to thank Affiliate Cigar Lounge for letting us come here in their elite lounge and film this video. And I want to thank Style Khan for coming and giving his side of it. And I'll see you guys later. I'll always ask the question, how would you spend your money? Spend it wisely. And if you do come across a watch snob, if you earn that watch, you love that watch, it doesn't matter.